Thomas and Percy had finished working on the day. They were on their way home after a hard day's work. The two engines had been doing difficult pushing jobs lately, and everyone knew they were becoming really useful engines. Everyone had a special greeting for them as they passed by. Hello, Percy. Hello, Nigel. Hello, Thomas. Hello, Duck. This is the nicest place in the whole world, and Thomas continued on, feeling much happier than before. And he heard something. 12. What was that? 13. It was Percy. It was so loud that no one could ever see him. 12 and what? 12 and 13 what, Percy? That's a good thing. Oh, 13 trucks shunted into the sidings. Thomas wasn't sure what he had heard before, but Percy was right alongside. Thomas, let's see who can be first to Ballyhoon Yards. But Thomas liked Ballyhoon Yards. It was so great. It will only take about 18 minutes. Okay, 18 minutes. Thomas knew it would be time to get back to the sheds before dark. Then the two engines set off. Come on, Thomas! The two engines puffed up. Oh, this'll be great. Is 18 minutes a long time, Thomas? Well, wouldn't you know, Speedy Percy got to Ballyhoon Yards first. By the time Thomas arrived, they knew they had been away longer than 18 minutes. Percy was nowhere to be seen. Thomas was worried. He knew he should be getting back to Titmuss Sheds before dark, but he couldn't just leave his friend there all on his own. What if Percy was in trouble? But they both would be in trouble if they weren't home soon enough. But what should he do? Thomas started to begin moving slowly along to the entrance of a big yard. A yard that Thomas had never been there before. There was a rusty old engine sitting next by. And trucks shunted into sidings. Already shunted by all sorts of engines. It looked more than a cave than a yard. And it was quite dark indeed. Who's there? But there was no reply. Thomas was now deep inside the yards. The dark and scary yards. He couldn't find Percy, and that made him even silly before. His eyes followed the path of the light shining on the trucks. He saw something up ahead. It was moving towards Thomas. Some moving wheels. Thomas was shocked and he reversed with all his might. Oh no! 111, 12, 11. It was Percy. And Thomas had bumped right into him. Percy! Where do you think you've been? Thomas was still trembling inside the yard. Oh, hi, Thomas. I've been counting trucks. There are lots of trucks in here. Thomas was happy that he didn't hit a rock at all, but before he could decide, something really scary happened. It was the scariest sound the two engines had ever heard. They revved their engines so fast they got right out of the rails. Let's get out of here, Thomas! Follow me, Percy! The two engines raced and rattled as fast as they could away from the sound. They were both heading for the main line. And finally, the yard was safe, and neither engine returned here again. The next morning, they told the other engines all about it. Henry and James were shocked to see about this, but they felt sorry for Thomas and Percy. Well, well, well. No wonder you got scared by that awful sound last night. Yeah, it was really scary, but it was most terrifying. Thomas was really shaken out about the haunted yard. He realized if he could ever do it again.